My name is Judy and this is my husband Istvan and my daughter Amanda. In 1956 my parents fled Hungary, communist Hungary, and I grew up in Melbourne, Australia. I went back to Hungary to visit my roots in 1996 with my two girls, Amanda and Bethany, and in that time I met my second husband, Istvan.
I'm Istvan and I was born in Hungary on the 17th of August in 1954. My relationship with Jesus started 69 years ago when I was 1. When my grandmother took me to be christened in a Catholic church in secret because it wasn't allowed at the time. Hungary was under a very strict dictatorship at the time. You weren't allowed to speak about Jesus, Christianity, and we lived like this until 1999 when Hungary was freed from communism. My second connection with Jesus was when I was in university, when a children's picture Bible circulated amongst students at university, where I could learn about what Jesus did and the actions that he took in the Bible. And this circulated in secret and I received it from someone I didn't know very well, who was a classmate of mine at the time. So then I forwarded it on to a friend in secret as well. And then when I was an adult, I found out that my grandmother had secretly christened me when I was a baby. Then when I met my wonderful wife, Judy, she took me to a church for the first time in Melbourne, Australia. And through that, I saw the day-to-day interactions, what it is to live a Christian life. Relationship with Jesus really became real when I came to America to church. Thanks to me, his stepdaughter, when he attended with my family and I to Emmanuel for the first time 10 years ago. I was first confronted with a very inviting, encouraging environment. In Hungary, I had been to church a few times after it was freed from communism, when it was finally allowed to go to a church. The atmosphere that I felt when I entered Emmanuel was not the same atmosphere I felt when I entered church in Hungary. I've learned a lot from Pastor Danny's sermons, and that's something that we would talk about after church as a family with Amanda and with Judy. Because I didn't really understand it all in English, but I would translate the service on my phone. And so year after year, I would understand more of the service and what was happening. And last year I was able to attend a really wonderful event, which was the first reset. I heard from Pastor Danny an example that he used that really left a mark on me. He was talking about a door where I just had to step through to accept a Christian life. So through that sermon, when Pastor Danny talked about stepping through a door, it was the first time that I experienced a feeling of accepting Jesus in my heart. So after hearing that sermon of stepping through the door and accepting a Christian life, I decided that I would like to get baptized. There's no other place that I would want to make that decision, that declaration, than at Emmanuel Church. It was a really amazing feeling meeting the baptismal team on that Sunday. I was incredibly nervous and I got so much help and encouragement that morning. When I got to the point of going into the baptismal tub with Pastor Cody, I feel like I could feel my life changing as I took that step into the baptismal. I really want to be able to thank that baptismal team that was working on that Sunday to be able to help me make that decision, feel confident in that decision, and who worked with me on that Sunday morning. So I just want to really stress that point of that song that we sung last weekend where it says, "How great is the love of our God."
How great is love of God. Mert ez igaz az én történetemben.
Because that's true for my story.